Hello lovely sim racers, I'm Constantinos and this is Lovely Sim Racing. And tonight we're doing Kyalami again. I'm laughing because if you saw one of the streams on Tuesday, you'd probably be wondering, why is he doing Kyalami again? Well, I'm doing it because I am who I am and I can't deal with it. I need to I need to have some fun. Blow up some steam. I'm also very excited about things that are happening. The dashboard, basically. Had a really nice long discussion with Nicolas. He's making some changes that don't definitely fix the issues that I was discussing about yesterday. If you haven't, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go view the go watch the Chill and Chat and Dev session from yesterday, where I just went through the exact reasons why there's a bug in the data that we get from the games, and estimated lap won't work. It won't ever work perfectly across all cases. But Nicolas said he updated something and he's going to deliver the data separately, so then I can maybe use it to manipulate it the way I want it to, which would be awesome if we can do that. If we can do that, that literally will fix everything. So we're working on that, and that's very important. I still have one more video to create for the Ascher wheel. I'm going to record that and finish it tomorrow. So next week it will be live. I think it's next week. When I can. I actually don't remember. I have to recall everything. But basically, I think next week we'll be going live with a few videos and stuff like that. But that's one thing. And the other and final thing, I can't remember what it was. Oh, this is, I promised myself. I promised. I've signed up for 2 races in LFM. 2 races. I'm going to do the first one in Kyalami. And I promised myself, if it doesn't go well, I will cancel the second one and just work on the dashboard or the pit wall. Next week, my sole focus, will be on the pit wall. Like, I will only work on the pit wall. The dashboard is in a place where I will release 2.6.5 next week sometime, but it is in a place where I can release it. It has fixes. It's in a very, very good place, like with everything that we've done, especially yesterday as well. I may release the 2.6.5 tomorrow as well. It won't have the fixes that Nicolas has promised because it hasn't been released on his end. But it is what it is, and I will probably release it tomorrow with the fix that we worked on last night and maybe a few more tweaks. The idea is that next week I will only and solely work on the pit wall, because I need to make updates. I already have done updates. I need to fix it. There are issues. Hopefully I'll have something next week. Mark, how you doing, man? How you doing? You guys don't see it, but now I've got a pedal cam. Yay! I got a new light. So basically what has happened is I always had this camera up here, which is the Facecam Pro, and the one that you're looking at me through there was the Facecam. And once Elgato, I didn't expect it, to be honest, but once they released the MK2, Facecam MK2, the specs were obviously way better, wider field of view, better quality, better software. So I got that one. 3 days later I had it, and that's that camera over there. That one is the MK2. So the Facecam, the old one, I don't want to throw it out. It's a really good camera. The reason I got a new camera is because I want to reuse one of these 3 cameras now for content. I'll talk about a bit later for that. So I basically moved the Facecam down on the side. It's not a really good view, to be honest. I've got this. It's not the best view, you know. It's not the perfect view, but I'll keep it like that for now, and maybe I'll change it. But the problem was that it didn't have enough light, so it was really dark. And I ordered my 4th hue play bar. I installed it, and now I can control the light and everything, and it actually works really well. But of course, I mean, I don't like it where it is, the positioning. I do not like it, but it is what it is right now, and I'll, move it around and whatnot. And as for content, what I mentioned before, I realized, like, looking back on my channel, I don't have any content where I'm not sitting inside of this rig, which is, you know, it's good, it's comfortable, but I want to also do some extra content like outside of the rig, looking back on a rig or whatnot. So I want to be able to move these cameras. So I got it's like a quick release for tripods, which I will be using for either the one on top. So I'll either be using it for this camera over here, for the Facecam Pro, or the MK2, which is right there. So I'll see which one. I'll just be snapping it off and repositioning it, and it'll be easy for me to just take off and put back in. Well, that's the idea, at least. And to be able to create content in a different context, you know, not just within the rig. Mark, how you doing, man? How are you? Let's go. Let's send it today. Oh God, I'm scared. I'm scared about what's gonna happen today. But here's the deal: if I get a good race, I'm down at split 6. Honestly, it has completely destroyed me. My races on Tuesday were completely off the charts bad. So they completely wrecked my score. I'm split 6. I don't care. I want to focus a bit offline on racing, but I know that's not going to happen. It's really hard for me to focus on that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to use the Jardier qualifying setup. Never used it before. Curious. Fuel-wise, I'm going to put 18. Just a bit more fuel. And we should be good to go. Overlay? There's no overlay there. Okay. Alright, we are all set. We are all set. Good to hear, Mark. Good to hear. I've enabled the cameras so you can switch using commands in the chat. I need to work on the commands. I need to put more for partners, you know, put links to partners and all that, but I need to do that. Maybe I'll, yeah. We shall see. Right now I got a few commands, which I need to delete a few. Don't need them all. But for now, you can use the commands for that are in the description to change cameras if you so choose to do so. Do so. We already have two gold members that have requested the T-shirt, which is pretty cool. It's optional, obviously, but if you're a gold member, you do have the option to purchase this in a special edition with a gold Lovely Member logo. Only one per gold member. If you choose to do that, it is discounted. Basically, you buy it at cost. There is no markup. And just a reminder, anything you buy on my store, all across the board have a €3 markup. All of them. It's just basically one coffee. Basically, if you would, you know, decide to get me a coffee, it's the €3, and that's it. All right. I want to change the camera. I don't know, the positioning isn't that good. You can't see throttle at all. Yeah, but let me know. Like, it's nice to have the camera there, I think. But let me know if you like it, if you can see it, if it works, if it adds any value to the stream. I'm running the Jardier setup. These are the keep on forgetting the name. I think they're called Sim Racing Alien. or Sim Alien Racing, or Racing Alien, or something like that. It is a small Czech company that creates them. When I purchased these, maybe like a couple of years ago, I was just trying to find a decent set of pedals that wouldn't break the bank and would have the exact specifications that of the Heusinkfeld Sprints. So when I say the exact same specifications, I literally mean throttle and brake, load cell, throttle and brake, all the settings and all you can do with the Sprints, and basically these ticked all of the boxes and did not break the damn bank. I lost my braking point again. Yeah, and I got them, and they come this beautiful red powdered color. I don't like the setup. It's probably me driving it bad, but still. They're really nice pedals. They're really nice pedals. I don't have any affiliate link or anything. I mean, it's just a small company. If you Sim Racing Alien, you Google them, you'll find they have videos on how you set them up. They're basically, as you can see, elastomer based on the brake and spring on the throttle, but they're both load cell. They don't have any Hall effect sensors or anything like that. They're both load cell. They also have a clutch, but I never got it because I don't use the clutch at all. And they have a lot of setting up. Like you can basically, they come with multiple different spring sizes and strengths and elastomers, soft, medium, and hard. These are the softest elastomers, to be honest, but the hardest on the throttle. I want to have a lot of tension on throttle. And I wanted to have a lot of travel on the brake, so I kept it like that. Reminding you all, I'm running Jardier's Coach Dave setup. I find it a tad bit understeery, sorry, not oversteery. I would have expected from him to be a bit oversteery, to be honest. Brake balance. Let's push it a bit back. Of course, I'm not a good driver, so I wouldn't know, right? Probably not even driving it correctly. I do not have a SimUtube affiliate link, no. All my affiliate links right now are in the description of this video. You gonna do shopping? Let's see how well I'll go in this split. If I finish in the top 10 in this split, I will do a second race. If not, I will cancel the race and I will basically just continue with some work on the lovely dashboard or pit wall. Possibly pit wall, because there are a few things I want to change there. Why not do it live on stream, right? Oh damn, active pedals. I wouldn't mind having one of those. I wouldn't mind. I don't know if they'd fit the way I have the, because as you can see right behind my pedals, I have the gaming PC, and just right above it is the streaming PC. So I don't know if the active pedals would actually fit there. I'd have to, you know, reshuffle the entire rig, move everything a bit further away, blah, 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 to get the pedals to fit in there. It's why I'm not buying the active pedals, because they wouldn't fit. I got a reason. Yes. Shit, nope. I knew that would happen. Alright, let's go back to the garage. Let's reduce fuel. We are in P8, not good enough. But let's head back out. Let's see who's ahead of us, who's behind us. Now the thing is, with the class opponents, let this guy go by, and I got 2 seconds with the guy behind me. So with the class opponents, it doesn't really work in qualifying. It makes little sense, to be honest, in qualifying. So let's say in qualifying, if I go to class opponents, they're all like skewed because basically their values and their positioning and gaps are all based on the leaderboard, basically, like where they are on the leaderboard. And at this point, obviously, we're not racing, so they might have been out for like 5 laps. I'm only 2 laps or 1 lap, so it's completely skewed. So I'm leaving it on. I'm not going to shut it down for qualifying. But just so you know, class opponents during qualifying won't really work well. Although the changes that we made are actually pretty good. Because now it shows seconds and plus laps, which I think it's really good. Like now it shows me P11 is 50 seconds ahead of me. We're on the same lap. It's not bad, but it has little value during qualifying. What has value during qualifying, obviously, is your lap times, but also track opponents, if you just want to see who's ahead of you and who's behind you. So P15 is ahead of me, and P22 is behind me. So that is actually valuable. Just so you know, like, class opponents now actually work really well. It's just that it has little value during qualifying. So let's go back to lap times. Hey, Nicola. Alright, we're in a better place right now regarding lap time than we were before. Hopefully not P14. Thank you. I'm gonna give it a go though. You know, try and see if this race will be, if it will be a good race. We lost some time in the last corner. P12. Last lap, last lap. So far, so good. Hey, Paso, thank you. I will take a look at it. I'll stick with this one right now, to be honest. I won't change it. No, no, no. I messed it up there. Still can save something, but... Alright, so we're at 42.5. Ah, P6. Ah, if I didn't mess up that last corner, I would have been much, much better. P6, okay. It's not a bad start. It is not a bad start. It is not a bad start. Okay, let's stop collecting data for the tires and go do the setup. So for the setup, 26.7. Oh, that's pretty decent. Let's go to gameplay. I need to go up by 3. Oh no, I went 4. And fuel, I'm gonna assume that's 254. Oh wait, let me see. Coach Dave to the rescue. So session average 254. Race duration is 25 minutes. 43 liters. All right, let's trust it. Let's see. Let's see, Coach Dave. Let's see. 43 liters. And is this taking into account laps required? Right. So where is this? Ah. It's gone. Anyway, we're keeping the same setup. I'm starting P7, which is better than I did start last time. Nicola, I am all good. Just having some fun and blowing off some steam. Last night's stream was amazing. Was amazing, honestly. We did some really good progress on the dashboard. But I think today it's... like, if I can have a first good race, I will do a second one. If the first one goes to shit, I will stop there. You know, limit my damages for this week and wait for the next week. And then for the rest of the stream, for however long I feel like we can do it, I will be working on the dashboard. Or pitwall, whatever. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff in the backlog for the dashboard. Everyone's excited about Saturday's announcement from Ascher Racing. Who's getting the ultimate? Who's getting the ultimate? If you are getting the ultimate, actually, if you're buying anything from Ascher Racing, not just the ultimate, in the description of this video there is a discount code. You can use that. I think it's Lovely. I don't remember what it is. Lovely Dash, whatever. It's in the description of this this video, and get a discount. And you get a discount, and I get a kickback, which it's win-win for everybody, basically. So apparently on Saturday, Ascher Racing will be announcing something regarding the ultimate and the other USB steering wheel, the GT4. So I honestly do not know what the announcement is. I'm assuming it'll be the release date. I'm assuming. But I do not know. I honestly do not know. Martin hasn't told me anything, and you know, it's obviously they wouldn't. But I'm assuming it's just they're going to announce when it's going to be for sale. So keep your eyes out, you know, peeled for this. It's going to be a good one. All right, everything looks good. So I did a 142 420. It's not bad. Why do I have pit limiter on? I'd be stupid. I'd be stupid. I am stupid. I am stupid. My SA rating is 89. Down to like from 96 at the beginning of the week. Yesterday's races were very, very bad. Come on. Man, the Ferrari has a really bad start. Very bad start. This is going to be ugly. Someone's in the wall. Throttle too early. Yeah, sliding a lot. Tires are not ready yet. Very cold, 65 degrees. Yeah, very cold. He's off. He's off for greener pastures. How long? I think it's really easy to get to SA 70. Actually, no, it's really easy. Oh shit, what's going on? It's really easy to get to like SA 60, but 70 is the safety rating required by ACC for their servers. So going from 60 to 70 takes a long time and a lot of careful driving. You can increase your SA rating accumulation by driving AI at night and in rain. So the harder the track is, the more SA rating you can harvest. Just so you know that. But I was at 99 as well. After a certain point, you really don't care about the rating. It really doesn't matter. Like, I care more about the LFM stuff, but I shouldn't, but I do. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, I'm going all the way to the end. I'm dropping. I'm not gonna have a good race. Yep. What is it? Completely at the end of the field. Don't know why. Traction control was up. Yep. So I won't be having a second race. No. It's just not my thing, I guess. I'm gonna need to cancel. I'm gonna go work on something. This was my fault, obviously, but I don't get it. Like, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't. Look at the car's just not there. It's not behaving. I don't know why. Okay, let's just go through and look at the distances between everyone. So we got 34.34, the guy ahead. Let's see if we can pick some, you know, low-hanging fruit. And see how far we can go. Klimkov ahead. It's the car is not. Look at this. Oh man, what is wrong? I don't get it. I don't get it. What is wrong? This is not unfolding nicely. Yeah, I don't like the setup. Sorry, Jardier. I don't like the setup. Completely destroyed my ELO. Look at this, the rear end, it's like there's probably no wing. I don't know, there's like zero wing or something, I don't know. First of all, it's like not braking. And then when I get on the throttle, it completely oversteers. But going into the corner, it understeers. Which is not what you want, or at least not what I want. Maybe it's how the pros drive. Don't know. Alright, you know, we're back in the end. I should have stuck with my Coach Dave setups. Jardier's is through Coach Dave, but not Jardier's setup. Now I'm afraid to go on throttle here. Well, Mark, it'll take some time. Yeah, it'll take some time. What AC do you have now? Where are you now? Homer, thank you for joining the lovely members, man. Welcome. Don't come here for the driving, come here for everything else. Oh man, yeah, you have a way to go. But it will, like, if you do nighttime and rain, it'll increase fast. And getting to 60 is actually not that hard. But 70 is, it kind of slows down because that's like ACC's threshold. So it takes some time to get to 70. But then I don't really pay attention. Just try and do clean races every single time, no off tracks, no hitting anyone, no touching, and you should be okay. Again, look at this. Look at that. I have no idea. It's me. It's me. I know it. It's me. But I honestly don't understand. Never had that in that corner. Like, I can lose it down, like, Sunset. And then on, what's this corner called here? What's this called? Don't remember. The S's. I've lost it here again, going down this, because the downhill it's a bit faster. But it's kind of weird to lose it there. Constantly, consistently. It's hard to put the throttle down. I've lost it here. I've lost it at the sausage. Like this track, I've purchased every corner. Every corner has an accident with my name on it. But not that one. That one's new. That one's just today. Anyway, I won't be doing a second race. I will cancel it. I will limit my damages because this has been a horrible week for my SA, for my SR, for my ELO, for my everything. I'll limit damages. I couldn't get much. I mean, honestly, it's out of my control. Especially yesterday's race, Tuesday's races. They were bad and not entirely my fault. Somewhat my fault, but you know, when you get smashed on lap 1, it's just disheartening, especially during like a 25-minute race. And the second race on Tuesday, I also got a drive-through. That's what basically, you know, I was that's what tipped the jar. Honestly, like I was hit, I lost it, whatnot, and then I got a drive-through for crossing. I didn't cross anything. I just went on the grass, which is a very, very odd drive-through, to be honest. Where is everybody? Damn, 14 seconds ahead. What the hell? What am I doing wrong here? What is this, a different race? Oh, there it is. No, this is not for me. This is not for me. This is not a setup where I can drive. Yeah, I'm not driving now. I'm not even paying attention to the driving, so just looking at the numbers here. So track balance says 15, and that says 15, so that works actually pretty good. And if I'm here, behind me it says 11. Yeah, these things work now. The whole class opponents has been revamped. It's code. Basically, we did it yesterday during live stream, so you can go watch. Look at this. I can't drive the car. This isn't damage. This is the setup like that. It's the setup. you have to carry much more speed, I think. I'm assuming you have to carry a bit more speed, less braking. Yeah, it's I can't. This is for fast drivers. This is definitely, look at this. Recovery. There is actually no point in racing. I'm going to go to the pits. I'm going to DNF this. I don't care about my ELO rating right now. This is not going... I'm not going to be able to fix anything. I'll actually just sit in the pits and wait for it to finish. This is not a good week for me, racing-wise. So let's just go sit in there. I mean, Tuesday was pretty much the same. And Kyalami is a track that I actually like, so it's... yeah. So let's go sit in the pits. Not DNF. You know, just sitting here. And, yeah, I'm going to get started on some work. Then go cancel the next race. Losing a lot of ELO, but honestly... couldn't care less right now. So that's it for this week. This week's racing has gone to the trash. Close that. Let this thing finish. Tire pressure. So I actually adjusted that in this version. It turns blue and yellow, and each tire turns blue and yellow as well. And blue and yellow, if you don't recall, is basically traction control and ABS. So whenever traction control kicks in, let me just get rid of this. So whenever traction control kicks in, get some music going. So whenever traction control kicks in, it lights up the tire that's actually losing traction. And when it's yellow, it shows you which tire is locking up. So you can actually see that. You can see that in replays as well. So if you record telemetry, you will see that on the dash. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna, let me go cancel the next race. I'm giving up on racing this week for low fuel motorsport. It has absolutely been horrendous. I've lost everything. I'm probably going to go back. Like, if there's anything below rookies, that's what I'm going to be this time. Absolutely. Absolutely ridiculously bad this week for me. Pisses me off, but there's not much I can do. And it's just so friggin' slow now, the servers. Yeah. Where are you, damn mouse? Withdraw from race? Yes, I do want to withdraw from the race, you imbecile. Good. 1139, I'm going to do like 10,070. I'm going to lose like 70 ELO right now. I'm not going to DNF, but it's going to do little to fix the situation. You know what I can do? You know what I can do? I can go out and start hitting cars. What do you guys think? Should I go do that? Joking. Mark, you may have not noticed a lot of things. So the Levy dashboard has a ton of nuances and little details throughout the dashboard. There's just too much information, and it's all subtle. Like, nothing is in your face other than the actual data that you may need to see. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate the fact that you didn't know what that was, but then again, it actually is a good thing, which means it wasn't annoying. It wasn't something like, you know, bam in your face, this is what this thing is. It was very subtle. And you'll find that there's a lot of stuff in the dashboard that you may have not noticed. And I have not gone through every single detail. Like I would, if I were to go through every single detail, honestly, that would take, I don't know, many different videos, not just one, many videos to just do that. And yeah, I don't know if I can do that. My God, such a bad week for racing for myself. Such a bad week. I keep on forgetting that I'm using one mouse to do everything. Why do you need to install everything every single time? So I can do this. So these are the Sim Racing Alien pedals. Let me pull up their website. I don't know, do these guys still exist? Honestly, really small company. Why is my face cam all the way on the side? simracing-alien.com. Oh, here they are. Let me just put them up on the screen. Let me get rid of the wheel cam. We don't need that. Yeah, continue. These guys, it's basically the same pedals come in 3 different flavors, which is the racing style, which is the one I have, as you can see. Then there's the racing style. Where are all the styles? Where are all the styles? So there's the racing style, mine, the ones that I have, but I purchased them in red, right there. And then there's like the gaming pedals, and there's also a bedroom here. These look far too much like the Huisenfelds, but it is. This is what I got. My God, the price is way up. I didn't get them for that much. No way. I didn't get them for that much. But the pedals are really nice. They are, as I said, they're basically load cell pedals, throttle and brake. You have a hell of a ton of adjustments. You even have adjustments that don't exist on the Huisenfelds. So I don't know if it's good or bad or whatnot. It's actually, for me at least, it's a really good set. They look good too. Currently have the softest elastomers and the softest spring. So if I switch over, you can see like the brake. I have I do have a slight what do they call it? Where you basically doesn't affect the brake. I'm blanking right now, but you know what I'm talking about. And then the rest of the travel, it's the elastomers. It's good. And the throttle, I love that it has this thing over here, which is basically where it's your footrest, whatever. So I just lean on it, and I don't think about dead zone. Yes, dead zone. Having this thing over there, which is optional, it's everything is included in the package. And when you buy throttle and brake, everything is included. You don't have to buy anything extra, and even this little the footrest on the side. So it's really good because you just put your foot there, and it just sits on the side. You don't think about it. And it comes with a red spring. I know you guys can see it in the distance. There's a red spring, and you can change the position up and down so it gets harder, softer, or whatever. Faceplates go up and down, left, right. You can move them. Everything changes. Everything. They're really decent. Like if you want a good pedal set and you don't want to spend thousands, these are a good option. Of course, now I see that they're actually not that cheap anymore. 580. Yeah, I don't know. They're up. I didn't get them that much, to be honest. But they're good. They're actually good. So 760 for 3 pedal sets. I find that really expensive. Like, how much do the sprints cost? No idea. It's always the same thing. Like when you're purchasing, because I love doing all the market research and everything. It's always the same thing. Like, what am I getting? Like if these have the exact same specs and hardware and build like the Husingvelds, but they're sim racing aliens, you cannot sell them at the same price. You need to have some USP, unique selling point. So if both of these brands would sell the exact same pedals for 600, let's say, for instance, the brand that's lesser known, unless they have some sort of unique selling point, they have to go lower. Because as a customer, why would I buy some unknown company or some smaller company? I would just go for the brand, even if it's a 100-year difference. Because you're buying something where you know that the big brand will support you and all that. So you wouldn't go with the unknowns. As I said, I bought these because they were far cheaper. Like, they were around 300 something for the 2 pedal set. So I can actually look it up and see. I don't know if they have the emails. But they were far cheaper. And I was looking for something far cheaper. Let's see, do I have the pricing back then? Yeah, $390. I got them $390 in 2022, November 2022. But they did tell me that when I purchased them, they were it was basically like an introductory price. So it was just a price that was extremely low because they just started putting them out and stuff like that. So that also makes sense, to be honest. Yeah. I want this race to finish so I can close the server and then get some work done. So let's just wait and see what's going on. Server is done. I think everyone's finished. Let's get out of here. Okay. So I did cancel the next race. My essay rating it went to 90 from 89. See, I mean, you can go up, Mark. It's not like you can't. Like, I didn't crash anyone, so it went up. And going from 90 to 99 just needs a few really good races. Like, if you do like 45-minute races in the rain, you will go up to like 95, 96. It won't be that hard. It's not that hard. All right, so let's see what I'm going to be working on now. Let me pull up Discord. What is this? Don't tell me it's spam. No. What? No idea. I was just looking at my Discord. Someone posted something. I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay. Claudio. Saw your setup files. I will try them out in a private session. Thank you very much for them. Thank you very much. Paso Racing. Thank you very much. Are they your setups? Have you worked on them, or are they you got them somewhere else? I just need to know, because if they're purchased somewhere else, I will not use them. try something. I need to start working a bit on my C# skills, but I'm not good enough yet. Where's the main function? Properties, plugin demo. All right, I need to yeah, more tweaks. We're not I am not going to race anymore this week. I am not going to race anymore this week. It's just not worth it. Yeah, I need to I need to start working a bit on my C# skills, because I want to work on a plugin. If any of you in the chat have C# skills, and if any of you in chat, or any of you in the chat that know someone who's really good at C# and has preferably experience creating SimHub plugins, DM me. There is a project to be done. There is a project to be done. Jeff, it was worse than you'd think. It was and this was mine. It was my fault. I mean, I couldn't drive the car. I took Jardier's setup from Coach Dave, and yeah, it was bad. I don't think it's that much. It wasn't the setup per se. It was me, and I think this week has been tremendously taxing on me. Work, personal stuff, stress, preparations, the dashboard. Like, there's so many things going on that are, yeah, they're just taxing, and it didn't leave me enough mental space to perform better in driving. I know I'm not the best, you know, but I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. Let me just calmly look at 1077. Oh dear God, closing LFM. I don't want to look at it anymore. And I have it here to remind me. No, it's not updated yet. 1139. When will I see that again? Mark asks, can I ask what headset you're using? I'm thinking of setting up Twitch this year. Well, please do, man. I'll subscribe and watch you. So just so you know, my go-to headset are these. So these are in-ear in-ear monitors. These things. I don't remember the exact code. I have it in the description. These are pretty good. They go inside your ear and they can be a bit annoying after a long time, but these are really good for the summertime because, you know, these are really, they heat up a lot. So this is what you would see me using in the summertime. And because these don't have a microphone, I have got a pod mic, a Rode pod mic up there, which I bring down. But for ease of use, I wanted to get a headset with a microphone. And the microphone I wanted the microphone to sound decent, not tinny. So I just did a lot of market research, which you already know by now I love to do. And I found these. These are Barracuda. Let me see. Of course they don't say. But they're the Razer Barracuda X, I think. I would say the link is not the link is in the description, but I do have them in the description. So what are they? They are the Razer Barracuda X headset. The good thing with these is that you guys can still hear me, but I can hear myself. The pads are not leatherette, pleather, or whatever you want to call them. The pads are actually fabric, which makes it more breathable and lighter. It's better on your ear and it's not that warm. So I kind of like these, and I also like the fact that I don't have to have a microphone in my face. They're more practical, to be honest. Jeff, all we do is have air conditioning in Greece. What are you talking about, man? Of course we do. But it gets hot. Yeah, you live in the desert, yeah, but still you probably don't know. Like, if you have a heat wave here and the temperatures go above 40, I'm assuming it's the same thing in Nevada. Like, you know this, right? But if it goes over 40 all day, you can have your AC working all day, but the moment you sit in a rig and you have the two PCs running and you're getting stressed and driving and everything, there's no amount of AC that will cool you down. There is no amount. I've done it. I know what it's like. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the entire, well, as much as I can of the bug reports in Discord and answer and see if I can fix any of these things. Okay? Or I can work a bit on the pit wall. So for the pit wall, what I want to do is I know what I want to do, and that's basically updating a few things that I know I've done for the dashboard and try and reuse the same widgets again. That'll take time, and it's not something I can do on stream. That's actually, I need to focus too much on that. So I don't think I want to do that on stream. Essentially what I'd be doing is rewriting a big part of the pit wall. The pit wall has issues with performance. I already know that. The version that's open now and everyone has is okay. But the version that I'm working on, beta 10, has issues with performance. It's why I haven't released it. So trust me, I want to release it, but it makes 0 sense for me to release it right now as it is. So I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to take it to a point where it works very good. Now, the issue that I found with the dashboard that improved performance tenfold is probably going to solve the problem in the pit wall. But by doing so, I also want to reinitiate the same widgets that I use in the dashboard, which means I need to restructure them, rewrite them, update them, and it's just a lot of small work here and there, which I don't think I want to do on a stream. All right, let's start looking. So let's start looking at the messages. Let's go over to coding. Let me move that there. I'll just have it like that so you guys see one ticket per time. All right, so here's one. Estimated lap time in team events not correct. So we know this. This is a known issue. I've shown here the changes that I made during the 24-hour race. And I also note here that the estimated lap time works fine for a single driver. So this ticket, I'm leaving it open because I'm expecting Nicolas from SimHub to update SimHub to include one more data point. And the data point basically may, I'm not entirely sure, it may help me deliver more precise information. Actually, deliver information, basically. Because right now the problem with this is that if you're a single driver in a car, you do not have any issues. You do not have a problem. Like, doesn't matter if it's pit stops or not. You do not have a problem. The problem arises when you're switching drivers. So driver A walks into the car, does like a 120, just giving like a 1 minute flat lap time. You swap and you're in the car now, and let's say you're not as fast and you do 120s. The dashboard will not give you a delta unless you do the fastest lap. It's coming from the game like that. So unless you do like a 59-second lap, it will just show you 1 minute and it'll be static, because it shows you the best lap time and the delta is 0, because the game cannot give you delta unless you have the driver that's in the car has the best lap time to compare and give it a delta. I don't know if this makes sense, but it makes absolute sense when I was talking with Nicolas as well. So when you switch drivers and it's a different driver, the game has 0 knowledge on your best lap. And your best lap cannot be the best lap unless it's better than the previous one. So unless you get a better lap than your previous driver, it won't be able to deliver a delta. It can't calculate it. And the solution that we found is maybe, just maybe, Nicolas can calculate the delta based off of his information and deliver just the delta to me. And then I'd use that because I already know the best lap time and I can compare that. So I wouldn't rely on the game giving me an estimated delta. I would use the delta alone and calculate your estimated lap time based off of whatever I want, as long as I had the delta. Because right now I don't have that delta. It's being delivered 0. So this ticket, I'm leaving it open because the intention is to actually fix it, but I'm waiting for some more data points from Nicolas. Okay, let's look at this. Do we have it? We don't have a replay. Yeah, guys, this ticket, for instance, says F123 tire times not updating. It's a picture. It's a picture. And over here, it's a video. Fine. Wrong. So you can see that it's, let me pause it. I actually can't see because it's really small. I move this here and make it bigger. Okay. So now we'll see that my temperature, which is really bad quality. Those are brakes. It's temperature 64. Yeah, 68. Front left, it's 68. Whereas the actual temperature is 98. 68 is the core, I'm thinking. Oh no, 68 is the outer temperature. And 98 is the core temperature. And over here I'm using the outer temperature. And what they're saying is, let's use core temperature. Fine. But if I start up, let me see if what temperatures that I do have. They don't give me any other data here, so let me start up F123. Anything will do. Not exactly. This is a time trial, so time trials don't update. Time trials remain the same throughout, so this replay does not help. This has a race as well, so race 2, okay, this is good. So in the race, this is the outer temperature. Let me see if I can get let me look for some data here. Okay, what am I getting? Tire wear, tire pressure unit is PSI, tire temperature front left 71. This is what I'm getting. Front left inner 100. See, that's why if I don't have, yeah. So if I do not have the telemetry, I cannot check the data. So for Formula 1, the data that we have is tire temperature front left, which is what I'm using, 71, and as you can see, it's 71. Tire temperature front left inner, which is 100. And then we have front left middle and outer. Now, I could possibly just put the inner and assume that is correct, because front left, middle, and outer are the same. So I'm assuming that's not going to be correct. And as you can see for the other tires as well. Rear left is 70, inner is 99, and middle and outer is the same as rear left. So I could use this. Let me see, does he mention anything? So, do you guys know, hey, Killer2569, exclamation mark, welcome to the stream. Anyone in here know about Formula 1 and if these temperatures, the front left inner, would make sense? This is the, let's go much deeper into the race. Front left 90 and 102. I can try, I can put this. I can put this as a tire temp to test against. But will it be correct? I don't know. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's the only thing I can do. Like, we know that those temperatures aren't right, so let me just do it. You know, and you guys can test it at 9.6.5. I'll just do it. Let me just first and foremost, see. Front left tire temp. So in this is going to be interesting. So I need to do something here for Formula 1 specifically. Damn it! Why can't they just have the same information? Why? And then here for background color, I need to get tire temp. If it's F1, I need to do a different one. I'll do it. Bless me. So I can try this. So this is for the tires. I need to do it here, and also for the average, I need to do it here as well. It would be so simple if you just got this, you know. All right, let's try. So this will be different. So instead of doing something. Let me get my keyboard over here. So instead of doing having an if statement on every single binding, I will put one generic one here saying return ld get sim equals f1. This will be true. This statement on its own is true. So this will show this block here, and this one will be if it's not F1. So for every other. Okay, so now saving this will basically show different over here. So here, front lift inner. All I need to do is just add the inner on every single block. This function that I have uses a native function of SimHub, which returns color gradients. It yeah, I'm not going to touch those. I should, but I won't do it now. Do it right after. It returns a color based on the temperature. And let's hope this is something that works. This is always UI title, so if I hit save, we'll see here difference. There it is. So this could be the solution. But what I want to do is, this won't change, but this will. So I don't want to have an if statement here. We know this is going to be F1, so F1 is 84. Delete this and make this 84. Same thing here. If it's F1, it's 84. Remove all this. You don't need this statement. This is going to be different. It's going to be 164. So I don't want this, you know, necessarily triggering an if statement if I already know it's going to be F1. So this is 164. Okay. And that's that for F1 tires. Perfect. And for these, yeah, let me remove the F1 statement. No need to check for it. It's Automobilista R factor. And I'll do this. I'll add LMU. Because we know we now have LMU. And actually, let me just replace that. So let's just replace F1 with LMU here. There's another ticket here I will describe and show you guys a few things regarding LMU. It's not fun. Let me do the same thing for the tires here. This is getting the average tires. Tires F1. Again, here we want to return ld get sim equals F1. If it's F1, or else we go here. If it's not F1. Good. And now for the F1 stuff, we want to get the inner. It's a bummer that we don't have it in the same data point. Oh wow. So do that. Is this correct? Did I put it in there? Yeah. And do the same thing here. Oh, this is not right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My God. What? Is that the problem? I found something that's not supposed to be the way it is. I have so much code in here. Oh my God. Oh dear, so many things can go wrong. Look at this code. My God, it's not supposed to be there. Well, good thing we're working on it. And this is not, I have to do this on the other one as well, because this is nothing to do with Formula 1. This is just old code that has been left in here. And now with this, I need to test it. Yes, I do. It was the old method of getting the settings. You can see it's far simpler now. But this also means... yeah, no, I find it relaxing. Tremendously relaxing, to be honest. Oh, damn, look at this. So reset key and lap average are coming from the new methods. And the rest I'm not touching, because this is the this is the standard version, not the F1 version. My God, I can't believe I forgot this. Old code. Of course this happened. I don't want to rewrite anything. So save it. Let's see if it works. You know, first off, let's see if the reset works. Reset does work. Okay, so now tires look a bit more healthy in the color. Didn't go up and down too fast. I think this is good. And it's also important to understand that the lap tire average also doesn't, you know, travel too much. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this and hope, fingers crossed, this is solved for Formula 1. Updated in the next release. Parfait. Done and close. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And this is an interesting one. Delta red even when gaining time for iRacing today. All right, do I have this telemetry iRacing, because it will only help if I can actually try it out. It's 26/3, 2024. Switch games. 26th of March. I don't. Let me download the telemetry. And I have to now go find the downloaded telemetry. Copy it, and now I need to paste it into iRacing folder with replays. iRacing, paste. Good. So now, if I come here, '26. I need to restart. Which one is it? Damn it. Guys, please do not forget, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Yes, do them both. And if you do, by any chance, enjoy the lovely dashboard, please consider becoming a lovely member. And I keep on saying it's the same thing. I'm reiterating the same exact thing every single time I stream. But yeah, I mean, I can only say it so many times before people get bored, but it is important that you understand that this is the reason I work on the dashboard for so many hours per day, fixing your issues and trying to get this thing to a state where it works perfectly for everyone. If it were only for myself, ACC, done. Wouldn't do it any other sim. Not because I don't respect other sims or don't like them, it's because I don't have the time to divulge into other sims. Maybe iRacing would be the furthest I'd go. I wouldn't do LMU, I wouldn't do R-Factor, I wouldn't do what other sims do we support? Formula 1. I wouldn't do any of these simply because I wouldn't care. But you see me, I'm working here, answering your questions, fixing the dashboard, and all I'm asking in return is you guys become a member. Subscriptions start at €1 per month. 3 euros per month also get you the pitwall. And when you become a member, you also get early access to all of the dashboards in between major versions. So a major version is currently 2.6. It's public, everyone can download it. But the current version, 2.6.5, is only for members. So if you're a member, you can get this. And remember, 3 euros per month. Honestly, if you're using Lovely Dashboard, you probably paid a substantial amount of money. Not a lot, but you've paid some money to get your rig up and running. And if you think the dashboard is actually worth investing something and helping me continue developing, and if you want to have a say, if you want to have an opinion, if you want me to basically do what, support you as well, consider becoming a Lovely member. There is no requirement. It's just something that I request you guys do. If you can, it's not a requirement. I do believe the perks are okay for, becoming a Lovely member. So please consider it. Which one is this? Probably, this is the one. So what we have here, our friend Julian says that the delta is red no matter what. Oh, and he also has screenshots as well. Well, this isn't working at all. Here's another bug then. Sorry, but I need to check this. Let me see something. So this is true. Ignition off is true. So why is this returning true? This is true. Oh shit, maybe there's no... okay, hold on a second. What properties am I looking at? Okay, this is a different bug. As you can see, it's ignition off. If I set ignition off to 0, it will basically work. But there's something missing here. Ignition on. Engine ignition on. Computed, it's set to 0. If it's not false, so this is now returning true. This is returning true. Setup menu visible. I think this is the problem. Is setup menu visible? This does not even exist in SimHub, in iRacing. Non-existent. So what does this thing return? Honestly, if it doesn't exist at all as a property, it's null. Curious. And game paused. It's 0. So if this is all the way here, so I think what I need to fix is ignition on. Sorry, I'm going into a different topic now. So this is, it's not 0, so this is returning true. Okay, so this is the problem. Is setup menu visible? So if I remove this entirely, what would it do? Again. Oh. Do some stuff up here. Just replacing these things here with variables from up here. The reason I want to do this is it'll be easier for me to handle them if they're null, which is the case here. So all of that. But the thing is, if any of these return null, it's false. So this Let me check something. What did I put there? What the hell did I put there? No idea. So I need to do this. Say that if this is null, this returns false. So if this is null, it returns false. Otherwise, it returns the value. Yep. Alright, I'm going to try another replay as well, just to be sure. Because now it works, but I want to try something on ACC as well. You know, the engine start, basically. Ignition off, engine starts, and it's not going to work. If is setup menu visible. If it doesn't exist, then this should be false. So it's not visible. I'll consider it like that. So if it's not false, otherwise just return if it's false or true. Okay. So is setup menu visible? We're asking if it's game pause is true or false. What I'm looking for here is show this layer if ignition is not on and you have set it to be an option, true, and you're not in the settings menu. You're not, that's not true. And the game is not paused. If it's null, then it's not that. I have no idea now. These things confuse me. This should not be shown here. I think that was correct the way I had it before. Yeah, patience and coding go together. And it's not easy, to be honest. I'm confused myself. Don't worry about it. It's not just you. How do we get here? How did we get here? So when do I show the ignition off? Ignition off when ignition on. So this will be true. Sorry, I need to talk to myself. So this layer will show when ignition on, it's off, okay? It will show this needs to be true. So you have selected in the settings. And if setup menu visible, this is not true. And the game is not paused. Needs all of these things to happen. So now it's returning false, which is okay. But let's say when you're at the beginning, so ignition is, this is off, not off. This shouldn't show it here though. Why is this returning true? Because ignition on, it's false. This should be returning if it's not 0. If it's not, this should be returning false. Damn it, why is it returning zeros? What the hell? So this returns false. Because everything's working fine. I don't get it. So if the ignition is not on, and you have the setting option selected, and the is menu visible is also not on, and the game paused is not on, if all of these are true, which they are, then show this. It's true. But the moment I move into the game, then this is false. That's false. So if this is false, even these should not go to true, it should go to false, which it is going to false. This is very odd behavior. Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yep, I'm an idiot. Okay. Mystery solved, but now I also need to check and see about that. Let's go back to iRacing and check our original ticket. So let's see, this should show that, yeah, it's working now. It is working now. Okay. So the original ticket, so we fixed a bug. Fine, we fixed the bug. So the original ticket states that during practice I saw that the delta was shown in red even when I was driving my personal best. Is that a normal behavior? Replay data attached. So let's see. Let's see when it's red. Because currently it's not red. It's purple. Let's speed it up just a bit. When does it become red? Because I take into account the number of incidents. So if you have an incident, it will become red. But the incident has to be a very specific type of incident, which is an off track or something else. It's not like if you touch someone, it doesn't take that into account. It only takes into account off tracks. So if you're on dirt or the grass, or it's complicated with iRacing. So now he's on his personal best. That incident didn't count. It didn't go in off track. Let's see. He has one incident, but the incident wasn't an off track, I'm assuming. That's good. That's good. How about this exit? Okay, still purple, just fine. When does it become red? Not yet, maybe in this lap. I'm curious to see when it becomes red. If it's an off track or not. No, still purple. How about here? On the exit of the turn, it could get dangerous. No, no off tracks. How about the exit here? Aqua Minerale is not always the easiest place to keep the car on track. Nothing. No, seems to be working fine. Curious to see where this happens. Not seen a red indicator anywhere. running purples. Running purples. How about losing it in Aqua Minerale? No? Perfect. Grissini? How about Grissini? Nope. So I don't see anything yet. So that sector wasn't his best. First sector was his best. 2 and 3 were his session best. I don't see any red indicators. Do you guys see anything going red? I don't. Oh, he's been doing clean laps. I cannot replicate this. Yeah, it works. It works pretty fine. Just grab a screenshot here and post it, because oh, unless this one will work. So I'm gonna mark this as not relevant because I cannot replicate it. And I'll close it. 2 more bug reports. AC wrong TC ABS values. We do have some telemetry here. Let's fix this. So I want to download the telemetry. We don't always have. So we don't always have the values. So that might be the case. And this is for AC. Let's see, first of all, do we have everything? Extract all. Yes, we do. So let me copy that. And now let's go to SimHub. Replays. Assetto Corsa. Don't have that many here, so we're looking at 18, 3rd, 24. Closing this. Filling up Assetto Corsa. This is it. Adelara. So it says we don't. Assetto Corsa TCABS engine map values are only showing 0, 1, but not values greater than 1. Cars. Okay, so this, the last comment here, Beer Deckle Joe, who posted this, AC-992 GT3R 2023, that is correct. Good. I changed ABC and TC1. TC2 was not changed. Haven't mapped the button. Electronic structural TC2 has been implemented with this car. TC1. So he is changing TC1 here, but it's not showing up. So let me see the... Oh, ABS1. So it is changing. TC level 1. Yeah, that's what we have. These are the values we have. So if he is changing to 0, TC level 1, ABS level 1, it's all we got. So if he is moving it higher or lower, this is all we get. In fact, can't it be that these cars are just switching on off? Could it be just that? Oh, maybe, is this a video? What's this? Oh, no. Here's a link for the car. Do we have map? Yeah, we don't have map either. If I put anything else from AC, I don't have anything. So AC does deliver. I'm sorry. So AC does deliver 2, 3, brake balance. It shows it. So it's, I'm just going to assume that car doesn't have anything. So it's 3 and 2. Yeah. So what I want to do is, not this replay, go to the one he sent me, look at the data. Yep. There's nothing more I can do here. We tested it with cars that have TC and larger values, so for me this is case closed. My god. What's this? Relative widget showing people who are DNF'd in the pits. I do not have that information. All right, so what we solved this by creating the class opponents. So this is actually solved. Done. And close. And you guys want to see something? Of all the bugs, this is the one that I want to work on. Everything else has been completed. There are bugs in here. For LMU, like there's this thing over here. Delta lap time and refuel does not function on LMU. Delta line still. So if you look, I'll show you guys directly. I won't say it. I will quote Nicolas directly. Fix. So Nicolas from SimHub has literally said, disabling LMU, TC, and ABS signal being completely flawed. Hoping for a clear data being added to the SDK in the future. LMU devs, if you hear me, please. So as of this point, as of the 9.2.8, I am also not going to pay too much attention to LMU unless the developers from Le Mans Ultimate start putting effort in telemetry. The dashboard will work with whatever it has, but I cannot answer questions like delta lap time not working. I need to go to extra lengths to make it work, which makes zero sense. If the telemetry is not right, then I can't do anything. Even Nicolas is basically disabling TC and ABS right now. So even if you had TC and ABS, it's disabled because it's not being transmitted. It's flawed. And it's one thing to have it flawed data and have like a fallback, but it's different to do it for each sim separately. So I think Nicolas' approach here is probably the right one. And the LMU devs need to deliver and get their shit together. So for this, I'm not going to close it. I'm not going to close it. I'll put feedback requested. Delta always compared to all-time best 2.6.51. See, this is what I'm saying. Like when I make changes, half of you might say this is good, this is bad. Please go watch yesterday's stream. I go into an extreme depth of why it is flawed and what we already had was correct. Okay? And ultimately it is the flaws from the game delivering the false information to SimHub which causes the problem. And in this case, I actually fixed it and now created 10 different problems. And this is a brand new bug here. It has been reverted in the next release. So this is for me done. I have reverted it. This is not going to be an issue anymore unless the game starts delivering proper data. I will take a look at what Nicolas is going to give me as a beta, I'm assuming sometime soon. Maybe we can use it. If we can't, it is what it is. Until we get proper data, I can't do anything else. And this is what I was talking about here. Yeah. Mark, what's nope? What's nope for? What is nope? I'm out of water. Help me out, Mark. I just read it, so I don't know. So this particular ticket is warning flag is on constantly. So here's a case where I actually cannot work on it. Dave Nicholson, who posted this, I requested twice for him to send me telemetry. Ah, well, yeah, that was quite a while ago when I asked it, Mark. Yeah, we're past the red part. So this particular ticket, I want to work on it, but I don't have a telemetry. When you have a particular issue, it's best if you record a SimHub telemetry. I do have in the how-to FAQs in the Discord how you can record a SimHub telemetry. Essentially, it's just going to SimHub up here and hitting the button record. And ideally, you'd also do capture FPS and a screen capture monitor. So you'd have this thing turned on. You can turn it to 20, which is pretty good. So I can actually see what you're seeing in the game. And with that telemetry file, I can replicate your issue, look at the data, and make sure that what's happening. So this one says warning flag on constantly. In RF2, whilst driving in touring cars, for some reason, after a while, the amber warning flags on screen flash and do not turn off until I restart the weekend. An entire game. Do I have an RF2? Do I have any replays here? This is 11 minutes. So everything works fine. I'll just speed it up just a bit. It's 11 minutes. So this is something like he has to give me so I can replicate it, or else I won't be able to do anything about it. Like if I don't have you know, some data to work off of, because as you can see, mine, it doesn't show any orange flag. Nothing. Speed it up, boy. I'm wondering, is the temperature here as well a problem for the tires? Let me see something. Properties. Tire. So this delivers more information. So you have your average temperature. This is what I'm using. It has your average temperature and inner, middle, and outer. So I'm using this, which is correct. Okay. The reason it's going up and down so fast is because I have it sped up. Yep, I do not see any orange flags. I cannot replicate this. It says relatives when on the track, the relatives to other cars does not work. That's true. It didn't work. Should work now. Someone's driving in P1. Just lost his position. Seems to be working fine now. Let's do this. Let's just see what's happening. So it is P1. So this guy is P1. Great. He's still P1, so there's no one ahead of him, just behind him. P2, GT3, Pakala. Lap times and everything. He's still P1 and has a 3 lap. Now an 8 lap. 8 second. Really? Is that how you're gonna play the game? Oh, okay. So he's P1. He crashes. Pretty much where I crashed this morning as well. Well, not this morning. During race. And you can see the gaps, 2.34, 2.26. So the other guy's approaching really fast. And once they pass him, P3 behind, yeah, it works pretty good. So this may be an old ticket. Good. So I already said that this is going to be fixed. Put a heart. That's why it showed up again. All right. That's the last. That's the last of what I'll be working on today. It's 11:30 p.m. Yeah, I think this was good progress yet again. These bugs will be included in 2.6.5, which I may release tomorrow. Just want to see if it's enough. Maybe there's something more I can add to it. And if it is, I will release it tomorrow. Next week I'll be working only on the pit wall, nothing else. So the dashboard will be what it is. And hopefully when and if Nicolas comes out with a beta, I will start dabbling with the estimated lap time and see maybe we can fix it for multi-driver races, because that is the problem that we're having. Only multi-driver races is the actual problem. In a single driver race, it works perfectly well. All right. So with that, I'm moving on to the lovely members. All of them, huge lists. And I would like to thank specifically the gold lovely members, who are Anthony Hall, Augustine Martin, John Hart, Cody Fowers, Corey Wise, Dan Westerman, Daniel Newman, David Beam, Enrique Castillo, Bachero, Brian Spirakos, Graham Baptiste, Jeff King, Iñaki Duranona, Jason Rivera, Jared Davis, Stefan Malfier, Kieran Lowe, Chris Orlins, Marianne Christel, Mark Long, Michael Pagliaro, Paddy Falconer, Brad Jackson, Robert Robles, Rita Brulman, Sean Reed, Simon Tunin, Thiago Silva, Tobias Hoff, William Martin, Josh Fulton, Mark Worthington, and Mark Gale. Thank you very much for going over and beyond and becoming gold lovely members. Yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you very much for supporting this project. And for all the other members, thank you very much for supporting in any which way you can, either a starter or pro lovely member. I again would like to extend I don't know, a tremendous appreciation for your support. And if you're not already a lovely member, please consider becoming one. It supports this project and it will keep it alive. It is important that we can get as many people to support the project. I actually mean it. I won't go into details, but I actually mean it. If we want this project to survive and for me to be able to continue working on it, lovely memberships is currently the only way. Yeah. Mark, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. I don't think I'll be doing any more lives at all this week. I will be recording a video for the Artura. So expect sometime next week some videos dropping on the Artura, and most importantly, how to set it up and how to get it integrated with the lovely dashboard, which for me is one of the reasons that I love the steering wheel, because the people behind it, Martin Ascher, are passionate about sim racing just as much as they are for real racing. And they care. They care a lot. Not the movie. They care about sim racing. And ever since day one, when we partnered and we discussed on ideas and how we would implement them, they've always been next to me, helping and basically giving me guidance and even their own code base to use it, and giving me access to the steering wheel itself. And now the first part of this integration is coming to fruition, which is if you're using your dials, they will show up on a lovely dashboard natively. So if you ever purchase any of these Ascher steering wheels with the Artura dials on them, then the lovely dashboard will recognize the steering wheel and activate this integration. More on that in the video that I'll be recording and releasing. Till then, have a great weekend. I will see you guys next week. Have a safe weekend and stay sim racing. Continue sim racing. Stay sim racers. Said it right. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Bye.